if you like it though or if not.
No,
I mean, if you like salmon belly, it's just
smells
salmon
good.
belly Japanese style fry.
Okay.
Apologies, everyone. Okay,
Are we starting?
we're starting. All right,
Yeah.
Nick. All right.
Nick, you alright, man?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just woke up with this stupid headache. I mean, it's
What's
not.
that on, what's that on your forehead?
Huh?
There's like a dot on your forehead.
Oh, that's a pop pimple. Don't worry, it'll go away eventually.
Huh. Okay, whenever you want to start.
All right, Nick.
So, yep,
You-
let's do
all
it.
right, you're live in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey, what's going, everyone? So it's been a while since last Fit Friday has been up due to unfortunate circumstances that occurred in my family. I'd rather not, get into that. So let's get this show rolling.
Okay.
So I guess my first question of the show is I don't know if I've asked this before, but how often do you guys train or work out throughout the entire week?
Oh, I guess a refresher, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, to kick off that answer, relatively right now, at the moment, I'm currently bouncing a proximity of 5 to 6 days. So
Okay.
Damn, 6 days.
proximity, a proximity.
Jeez.
So
That's
That's almost every day.
almost.
that's actually not very unusual if you think about it.
It's,
Yeah, but
So
he works a full-time shift.
Oh, okay.
So that's like, damn, double the work.
I know. And
How are you holding up, man?
oh, right now, like I'd be lying to you to tell you guys that I'm still sore as hell. And I'm right now, like I don't look to like complain about it or whatnot, like I'll probably complain about it, like off screen, if anything. But I tend to like
Are you hiding the pain?
hide the pain, but I tend to I don't say so much hiding it, but I tend to like fight through it, because I try to approach a lot of things. When even when it comes to like working out, like a fighter. It's not. I don't think I ascended to like a fighter's mindset just yet. But the moment that I do like ascend to like a fighter's mindset, knowing that like, yeah, well, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna be a bitch to heal. I'm just gonna keep going and fight through it. If that makes any sort of sense, which 9 times out of 10 never does, but it's okay.
I guess what's your main goal with doing 6 days a week? Like, what's your goal for this?
My goal,
Like, what's pushing you through it?
right now, the mindset that I'm actually like that makes me push through like even much more harder. Right now is finding that passion, that grit, that somewhere inside that I still got what it takes, and that's where the mindset comes. That's where I have a shit work schedule, but I will work around that work schedule just so I can make time to do so.
Makes sense.
And will there be days where my sleep is fucked up, or I'm just like hurting the next morning? Yes, 1000%, astronomical percentage. So, and of course, everyone has heard the cliche, the very cliched answer. For me to lose weight, granted, but also to be healthier. And no, I'm not just losing weight just because oh shit, you know, there's
Summer's coming up.
summer's coming up, and wedding's coming in August, and it doesn't mean like I'm gonna it doesn't mean the training stops. It just keeps on going.
I mean, it's fun to put in stops once in a while, you know. Sometimes it is necessary.
True. But I don't know. I don't know. My mindset right now is being rewired differently. So think of it this way: if it's like as if I'm trying to rewire rewire a light switch, right? You know, there's different wires that go to the ground and different wires that go to neutral. And right now, I'm kind of rewiring the mindset, rewiring my mindset right now to not point fingers, not blame the past for my mistakes of losing the continuity of not working out, or hey, I could have been, you know, I could have been this, or I could have been a blue belt in jiu-jitsu by now. So fact is, like, I can start over so many times, but when I do start over, I know that I've gained the experience, what to do this time, what to do right this time, and how to succeed marching forward. The transformation may not be going exactly well, but I'll push forward. But I'm gonna keep pushing forward.
Are you learning from your past?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to kind of direct this to Nick too, because what pushes you, Nick? Because you made a pretty big decision in quitting music and going into fitness.
I enjoy it. If you know, I have the autonomy to make my own decisions in my fitness journey. The reason why I didn't enjoy fitness before wasn't because I didn't like being fit, but rather the dictations that I had to take. Like, they would say, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. I didn't like that. Granted, it was necessary, but since I gained a decent amount of experience and learned some things along the way, I thought, you know, what if I took this journey autonomously, learning from others, sure, but ultimately making my own decisions to, you know, be the way how I want to approach fitness in a very simplistic like mindset. And so far it's working. Like, granted, I only do very few exercises most of the time, but those few exercises are what, you know, sustains my consistency, simply because I actually enjoy doing them. But besides that, as far as nutrition goes, you know, I try my best to stick to it. Sometimes I fall here and there, but I guess this is where Pareto's principle comes in, where 80 to 90% of the time I do it right, and the 10 to 20% where I don't mean jack shit.
Huh.
Makes sense.
But yeah, if you were to ask my brother, either why he decided to quit the band alongside me, in favor of fitness, well, that's the reason is simple. We both enjoy working out under our own autonomous, you know, ways of approaching fitness. Like for him, he kind of wants to do everything, which I'm not necessarily against. But at the same time, like, you gotta find some. I think you gotta find a workout that you care about and you want to stick to. At least that's how I see it. Like for me, I'm not against doing bench presses every single time, but because I kind of want to keep my workouts simple to the point where like even a little kid can follow it. That's just how I want to approach it in a very simple way: push, pull, squat, and deadlift here and there. That's basically what I want to do.
Hmm.
Is there a long? Is this a short-term goal? Short-term goal, or is there a long-term goal that you want to accomplish because of fitness?
Uh, as far as long-term goal goes, or I guess I'll start with a short-term. Short-term, I do want to try to lose as much fat as possible, however long that's gonna take. Before I used to think, oh, I want to lose fat by this day and this time. Turns out it doesn't work like that, especially since you have to make your diet sustainable. Um, as soon as I accepted that fact, um, you know, things have been going fairly well. Sure, I did splurge a tiny bit on my cheat days from time to time, but most of the time I kept it consistent where, I tried to keep my foods as healthy as possible, but also enjoyable, most especially. Um, Long-term goal, I do want to make this a lifestyle where like my approach is extremely simple. You got push, pull for both your upper body and lower body. Like you know how like some people will do like bench press, chest, dumbbell bench, and whatever chest exercises on one day, and the other day they do like lots of these leg workouts in one day, and oftentimes these workouts tend to hit the same muscle every single time. I don't want to do that because to me, you're just taking way too much things and making your workouts needlessly complicated. If you make it simple and easy to follow, I see no reason how you cannot follow if it's not if it's simple, which is why I absolutely despise the bro splits because it's needlessly complicated. Like if there's one thing that I really don't like to hear, the term muscle confusion, it's total bullshit because if you do push-ups and bench press, you're literally working the same muscle group. So you're basically beating up your body to such an unnecessary degree, and you don't need that, in my opinion.
Is working out like a like you said, you're trying to make it a lifestyle, but is it in between like a lifestyle you want to achieve or a hobby? Like what are you leaning towards? What do you think fitness is leaning towards right now?
I think it should be a lifestyle. I mean, it can be seen it can be seen as a hobby, which I have nothing against that.
Well,
But
I'm
at
talking
the
about
same-
you specifically. Like what do you see your fitness journey right now? Are you doing it as like a lifestyle you want to do like till you're like 90 years old, or is it just like temporarily a hobby because you just feel like doing it?
I actually like to make it a lifestyle, especially since I now know many. I wouldn't say many, but I know a
Right.
good amount of truths to fitness. Like, for example, say, you know, cardio does not kill muscle gains as long as you don't overdo it. Or muscle confusion is absolute bullshit because that actually comes out of progressive overload. Like if you do two different exercises and yet they both work the same muscle group, kind of unnecessary doing them at the same workout if you think about it. But yeah, that's just me. Basically, just to keep just to keep fitness a lifestyle that I can abide by for the rest of my life, I want to keep my workouts as simple as possible, while also trying out other things every now and then.
Okay. What about you, Phil? Do you kind of follow Nick's ideology there in terms of lifestyle? You know, like long term,
You
or
know,
are you just doing it for short term goals?
well, you know, hearing Nick's answer, um, I do agree. I do agree with the not going, you know, conveying to the society of the bro splits, where ironically yes, I do I advocately say that I do bro splits. I'll have my chest, my back, and my shoulder days. I'll have my leg and my lower back days. I'll have, hell, even today an ab day, plus cardio day. So,
Okay.
but there's the other 3 days that to me like that's me like in like really like recent events. I actually not even like recent events, but like literally within the past couple years, like what literally for me kind of gave me that burn in my light, that burn my light to do something. And that's where
Yeah.
and that's where 3 days of lifting, and also 3 days of jiu-jitsu, because I've come to grown and love that sport so much. Yes, I'm happy to like tap out to higher belts, or hell, even white belts and whatnot. But the fact is that the fact is that I'm there. I keep going. I keep learning, and eventually one day if presented in a rather interesting situation, I'll be glad to apply those techniques. So
Okay. Well,
and
not to cause too much conflict here, but
yeah, no, go
sorry.
ahead.
Finish your point. Finish your point.
Yeah. So, I don't necessarily follow the exact same the exact same ways that Nick does. So, for instance, like I don't have a deload or a rest week. As
Well, actually, just to make things clear, deload week and rest week don't necessarily mean the same thing. I mean, they can, but not really. Basically, deload week is supposed to mean have a week long to basically do less for more. Like you can still work out, just don't work out as hard as you usually do, at least for 1 week. That way your body can recover from the stress that it has endured for how many weeks it's been under that stress. You're not really resting. You're basically just, doing a little bit less. That way you can do more later, and it's a cycle.
For that clarification, thank you very much. Um, I have neither. I have neither of those things. As long as I remember to keep keep pushing, keep pulling hard, to remember everyday Pohada, then that's where my mindset kind of just goes.
Okay, well, not too much to like my point earlier. Not to cause too much conflict here.
Sure.
What would you say to like a newbie, pretty much in the fitness scene? Because your guys' ideologies are kind of not clashing, but just crossing ways. Where Nick thinks pro splits are useless, where for you,
Well,
it's working for
hold
you.
on. I don't necessarily think they're useless. I just think they're needlessly complicated. That's my view on it. Basically, what I'm saying is bro splits does not need to be the only way to get some gains. There are many other ways to get gains out there. Bro splits does not have to be the only way. I mean, if you want to do bro splits, that's totally fine. I'm not completely against that. But if you fall into that trap where you think you need to have muscle confusion, then you need to get the hell out of there, because there's no truth to that at all.
And what backs that claim?
Well, like I said earlier, if you're doing push-ups and bench press in the same workout, and you think, oh, my body needs to adapt to both exercises since it knows which, what exercises are what. I'm like, no, it doesn't. Your body just does whatever you're telling it to do. If you're doing more and more push-ups, then it will try its best to do more and more push-ups. Same thing for, bench press. There's no such thing as muscle confusion. The body obeys the body obeys your will, what you are telling it to do, and it will try to get better at it because you're trying to get better at it.
Okay, and for like the noobs out there, what is muscle confusion? People that don't know.
Well, basically, muscle confusion is like the over-exaggerated term of progressive overload. Basically, progressive overload is you need to gradually build up stress on your body over time. And some people think, oh, that means I gotta do as many exercises as possible to, confuse the body. No, that's not how progressive overload works. It just means you gotta do better than you did before. Like, let's say one day you did, I don't know, 15 push-ups in one go. Okay, do 20 push-ups the next one, and then do 25, do 30, and then you basically add up to it to a certain point. And basically, you don't need to be doing lots and lots of different exercises to get the gains you're looking for. If you're just doing one and you're progressively getting better at it, then you're actually doing something good for yourself already. You don't need like all of these at once. Just pick like one or two, three, and you'll be fine. Just be sure to make it harder and harder for yourself little by little.
Okay, I see that part of it. I'm just trying to meet in the middle here because this is an informative show, and in case someone that's new to the fitness game is listening, like I just don't want them to be confused and be like, okay, what do I start? Like, because Phil says bro split. He does bro splits every day, right? Is it every day or 6 days a week?
Part of my 6 days. It's part of it.
Yeah.
So I only
And-
do because to clarify, I only do like bro splits like 3 days a week, and then the other three,
Okay.
how I mentioned earlier, are pretty much like dedicated to jujitsu.
Oh, okay, so on the days you do jujitsu, you don't lift at all?
No,
Oh, okay. I thought you mixed up the days. My bad.
no.
Okay. All right. But I guess since you are like the coach, Nick, in this case, because you are giving a lot of information here, what would you recommend to a new not lifter, but new fitness dude? that's in the
I would probably recommend to them like a full body workout. Like let's say they don't have the time or as many days to work out like 5 to 6 times a week. 3 to 4 days or 2 to 3 days, I should say, is a pretty good start. Which I would say would be full body because that's how I started. Basically, I would throw in very few exercises that are like push-ups, inverted rows, um, squats. Like those will, those are like a really good start already. If you want to add a deadlift in there, then that's cool too. I'm not against that. If anything, I think those four exercises will cover your entire body. In fact, I started doing deadlifts more often, and I noticed my hamstrings and butt have been taking quite the beating lately. But yeah, I think those two exercises, front squats and Romanian deadlifts, are really gonna cover your legs, whereas push-ups and inverted rows will cover your pretty much most of your upper body. So yeah, I like to keep things as simple as possible by picking a few exercises and then get better at them over time.
Mm.
Yeah.
Gradual increase, or
Yeah, that's the entire point of progressive overload. Gradual increase. You don't have to go hard now, but eventually you want to make it more challenging. That way your body you know, your body is basically forced to adapt to the stress because our bodies do adapt over time. It doesn't get confused. It just adapts to something that it's not used to.
right? And the more practice you put at it, it'll eventually be used to it. Get used to it.
Yeah. Like for example, whenever I do push-ups, before I would, half rep every single time. But now, since I know how to do them properly, and I've always been doing them properly ever since I started, now I cannot fathom the imagination of doing it half rep. Like if I was to do it half rep, I'd be like, no, I just can't even think about that. No way. I do not want to do half rep at all.
You might as well go hard or go home.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess for you, Nick, like on a weekly basis, how much should a new person, work out a week?
If you're a newbie, 2 to 3 times a week is actually pretty good. If you're doing, for like full body workouts, usually full body workouts recommend to be done 2 to 3 times a week, since you gotta have recovery periods in between. But yeah, if you're starting out, that's a great place to go. But if say you wanna, how should I say? Let's say you wanna make it a little bit more time efficient. Like you still wanna do the same workouts as before, but you wanna be able to manage your fatigue and manage your time a little better. Then upper lower splits is pretty good, which is what I'm doing right now. I went from full body to upper lower split while doing the same four total workouts on different days. Like on one day, or let's say Sunday, which is the first day of the week, I do only push-ups and inverted rows as supersets. Basically, two exercises done back to back with no rest in between. And then I rest after the second exercise, and then I repeat that process. Whereas for my lower body day, front squats and Romanian deadlifts, I don't superset them only because they're actually pretty intense exercises, and I just do straight sets instead. But the point is, if you want to keep the same workouts while also managing your fatigue just a little bit better, then in my opinion, upper lower splits is the next best step to that. You could also do push pull legs, but in my opinion, I'm like, I mean, if you have the time to like work out like 6 times a week, push pull legs is good. But for me, I want to keep it to 5 days at the very, in general. Like I know I was doing 6 times a week, like just last week, but because I kind of need at least one active recovery day, which has been missing for quite a while now. I feel like, you know what? I can get away with 5 times a week workouts, especially since during my free training days, I tend to do a lot of upper body workouts. And because before my upper body workouts would be done the day before, I don't want to, seriously tax my body that way. Like now, I'm doing, up 2 upper body days, 2 lower body days, and then one day to do whatever workout I want. But from what I've observed on myself, my whatever workout I want to do day or freestyle day, I guess, it's usually upper body workouts since I'm so focused to over here rather than, down here.
So you kind of burned out with doing the 6 days.
To an extent, yes. But I also decided, you know what? If there's one active recovery method I've never ever tried before, I feel like I really want to try foam rolling for some reason. Yeah, and to me it sounds like a really interesting idea. Foam rolling.
Wait.
Any opinion on foam rolling since I've never done it before?
You're talking about like that kind of like the one that looks like a log.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay. No, actually, I take that back. It's actually a great way to recover. Like, even like say that you went through say you went through like a whole hell workout.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like sore in a lot of places, and I mean, a lot of places.
Mm-hmm.
Like foam roller workouts are, well, I wouldn't say more workout, like I guess like recovery stretches, so to speak, like
Yeah.
actually help, because it does help in a way, like it does help massage a piece of that pain. I mean, it kind of does help massage a piece of that pain away, just like one pain at a time, you know. Like let's say you did your Romanian deadlifts, and you just had like your lower back is just like fucked up in the worst way possible.
It's funny because I had that feeling just yesterday.
So when you have the chance to like look for like a foam roller, hell, you can find foam rollers at Walmart for God knows what. Like,
yeah.
That shit is like super, like honestly that shit is like super useful, like literally after workout, because you could just be rolling on your lower back and you can just kind of feel a little bit of relief and a lot of like tension like released from it, just feeling like super just relax. Because usually what I do like after a lot of, actually mostly like every after workout, because I don't want to go home in pain. No,
Mm-hmm.
I do not drink a recovery drink.
Yeah.
Although
Same
I should.
here.
Although I should, granted, I actually end up going to the mats and actually stretch out.
Mm.
And then I kind of just take my time just to kind of like calm myself, relax, stretch out as much as I can. That way,
Nice.
that way I don't that way once I'm done, like I don't feel so tense. I just feel this peace and calm going back to the gym, changing, and just going home. I won't say pain free, but it helps.
You feel better.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah.
You can try,
in
I
fact,
can.
So
Just a quick roll on your spots.
yeah,
Icy hot roll.
that too, or if
Okay,
you
bro.
that or if you really want to look into like CBD creams, look into that. That some of that shit actually works. I mean,
I know Jericho does a promotion on his podcast.
CBD creams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't he use it?
Yeah, it's a good like relaxer. It's a good like
Yeah.
it's a good relaxer in terms of like
your muscles?
in terms of like what after workout and like, or
Or
if you're just like looking to just like unwind and relax and stuff like no matter how stressful or how fucked up your day was, like you just need like a CBD related product just to kind of help you out. It helps.
Hmm.
Sure, make you fall
Yeah.
asleep, but yeah, that shit helps.
Well, sleeping is part of recovery, so
Yeah, it is. I mean, hell, just
not too much. But
well, actually, sleep is pretty necessary to recover. Just don't sleep for too long.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't be lazy about it.
Yeah. Besides that, even just sitting around not doing anything after your workout, that's allowing recovery already, since you're not stressing your body because of that.
Right.
Right. So,
Okay. But going back to your earlier point, Nick, of saying that cardio doesn't necessarily kill gains.
Hmm.
Well, so I went back to work this week, for people that don't know, and I'm pretty much on my feet maybe 90% of the day.
Hmm.
So, walking stuff. I'm not necessarily sweating, but it is a form of cardio, right? Because you're
Yeah,
moving around all day.
sure.
So in that case, how does that affect, if at all, my gains?
I
Just
don't
walking
think
around.
so. I mean, walking is very, very low impact. Like,
Right.
unless you're walking, like, say, from Egypt all the way to Saudi Arabia, I have
No.
no idea how you can overtrain just by walking. Because walking is like functional thing. Everybody is walking at some point and some day around the world. But as far as like cardio killing gains, um, unless you're running a marathon every single day, I don't think cardio is going to hurt your muscle gains at all. If anything, I think it'll help it. As long as as long as you're eating enough, like you're meeting your caloric needs every day, whether you're strength training or doing cardio. I don't think it's gonna kill muscle gains at all. Like, to me, that's
That's good
over
to know.
exaggerated BS. I
Mhm.
mean, if you get to a point where, like, you're doing way more cardio than strength training, then maybe you might see a decrease in muscle mass. But again, as long as you're either balancing them out or
Right.
you're favoring strength training just slightly more than cardio, then cardio is not going to hurt muscles at all, in my opinion, or at least
As
from what
long
I
and as
researched.
long as you're eating, I guess, like accordingly.
Yeah, as long as you're not eating too little, uh, less than way less than what your body requires to function,
Right.
then no, cardio is not going to hurt your muscle gains at all.
Okay, that's good to know. Because like you guys know, I'm trying to build mass because
mm,
I'm
Yeah,
skinny now. So
yeah.
I just hope that work isn't like getting in the way of that.
No,
Trying to gain.
it's not. If anything,
Okay.
you're actually, like, just by walking around, whether you're sweating or not, you're actually you're basically keeping yourself active. Again, as long as you're not running a marathon every single day, for guys, I mean, if you know how long a marathon is, then no, you're not hurting your muscle gains at all. In fact, you
Okay.
might even be helping it too.
Good to know. Thanks, Coach.
okay.
All right. Those are just some simple questions. Did you want to move on to the more topics, or I don't know, Phil, you got a question, or anyone?
I have one question. How important is body weight or mobility exercise rank in terms of priority?
I think they have their place. I mean, I am a strong proponent of body weight workouts, which is something I do quite regularly on my upper body split days.
Mm.
But as far as mobility exercises go, I feel like I'm kind of lacking in them, which is why I included one day exclusively of foam rolling, or at
Mm.
least some type of active recovery day. where like I don't work out hard, but I do some sort of exercises to kind of, relieve the soreness I'm experiencing.
Right.
That's the reason why I ultimately switched back from 6 days to 5 days of working out, so that I can actually just have one day out of the entire week to allow you know uh, active recovery to happen, like foam rolling or walking, something like that. Because I've seen foam rolling videos here and there, and I thought that actually looks surprisingly fun yet relaxing to do. I want to give that a shot. So yeah, I basically what I'm saying is, they definitely have their places, and I do think they're both important depending on your goals.
Right.
Okay. Cause one day one day I'm gonna go ahead and share the screen. Hopefully, the video still actually works. Give me a sec here.
Okay.
Sorry, fam. Let me just go ahead and click on our React channel just a second here. Oops. Give me a sec, guys. Let me see if that.
Damn, that beard though.
If that worked. So, this is kind of similar to what I do on my jiu-jitsu days. I'll include like a body weight workout, and also like, yes, a lot of mobility, shit like that, like forward rows, backward rows, and then include a push up here and there, and of course doing like a lot of like sit throughs. So that's why I asked that. That's why I asked that question. Like, how important to you is like mobility?
Is he on the mat or something? I feel like
it's on the mat.
Okay, that back roll he does is pretty cool.
I know.
So,
although it's not aggressive as what I used to do in wrestling, it's like, because the kind of rolling that I did in wrestling back then, it was kind of like a special forces kind of roll, like what you'd see in movies. Yeah.
But yeah.
Huh.
So.
But yeah, if there's one thing I'm definitely lacking, in my weekly workout sessions, it's definitely gonna be mobility days where like they're not hard workouts, but these workouts will allow my body to move a lot better, and I feel like I'm lacking in that. I will be honest right now. So yeah, that's why I've decided to dedicate Friday to be a mobility / active recovery day exclusively.
Nice.
So, but yeah, no, that was my question. So
that's pretty cool. Is that like a normal thing you guys do on open mat? Like,
oh yeah,
for warm up.
Oh, it's super normal when we do drills and stuff. Like we'll do like we'll have like forward rows. We'll have our push ups. We'll have like our backward rows or shorter rows, or even the more advanced stuff. Even the more like the advanced stuff. If you do like a Gambi row, which is basically like when you do a Gambi row, it's pretty much you're kind of just like rolling on your side, but you're kind of like tucking your neck in, but also kind of using more of your shoulder work just to. That
like
shit.
A barrel roll.
In a way, it's gonna apply.
Really?
Yeah, no, that's literally what it is. But that shit applies like later on. Like if you wanna learn the berimbolo technique. So,
berimbolo.
Berimbolo, basic. Berimbolo in BJJ, basically. Here, let me see if I can pull up a. Sorry, I wish I had a Jamie where it's like Jamie, can you pull up a.
Jamie, pull it up. Has Joe Rogan ever been on other people's podcasts, or? I feel like he hasn't.
I feel like he has, but. Hang on, let me see.
I'd love him to go on Bill Burr's or Jericho's podcast.
Dude, that'd be. I'm actually waiting for Jericho to just like randomly appear.
I didn't know Jericho does paranormal stuff too on his podcast, which is pretty dope. I found that out the other day.
Oh, did you? Sorry, kind of off topic, but
The closed guard is one of the great traditional positions of jiu-jitsu.
What's up?
It is used
no,
in all...
Did you hear that he's what you call Jericho's gonna be on a WWE podcast. You know the dude is like a you know Jericho is Jericho's under AEW.
How does he even find time? Because he's full time
no.
on his show.
Yeah, I don't
Crazy.
know. I don't know how one does it.
And he's always traveling, right?
Yeah. So.
Oh, good for him.
To me, it kind of sounds like he has nothing better to do. I mean, he definitely does, granted, but like in a oversimplified kind of way, I guess. It almost sounds like he has nothing better to do besides, wrestling.
One word, Nick. Well, 2 words. COVID-19.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes it a bit more understandable
Yeah.
now.
If it wasn't for that, then yeah,
One of
sure,
the
we'll
most
be
requested
doing all the
videos-
shit that we wanted to do right now. You know.
Mhm.
But thanks to that damn virus,
You know,
very limited.
damn virus
Yeah.
kind of just fucks everything up for everybody. Oops, wrong one. Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
it kind of put a fork in everyone's plans. What's going on here?
Sorry. Let me see if I
Oh,
can.
there you are.
So, I'll give you guys a little bit what the idea, why Gambi Rose, and why this shit is actually pretty important. Let me just hang on. Let me just stop the music here for a second.
Bolo roll.
It's good. It'll come in. Or Gambi.
Not Bolo Head?
No.
I get a lot of
This is
is,
what I'm.
how to
This is
do
the shit I'm trying
what
to
we call the
achieve.
bolo or the Baron Bolo roll.
Basically,
like,
yeah,
That literally looks like a
Mhm.
barrel roll. dude.
Ramming.
It does.
A lot of you guys have poor neck flexibility or poor back flexibility or just you can't get like the technique down. So here's a little tutorial on what I'll show you how to do it. And I'll show you what it looks like. One
But
of
you
the
get- but
most
you kinda get
requested
the
videos
idea.
I get a lot of is how to do what we
I
call
can
the
see that,
bolo
yeah.
or the Baron Bolo roll. Or like
Is this a
what's called the
stretching technique
Granby.
or?
A
Stretching,
lot of you
but
guys
also
have
a
poor
drilling
neck
technique too.
flexibility or poor back flexibility or just you can't
It helps your neck flexibility as well.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yes. So. But
Because
yeah.
I'm very unflexible, so that would help probably.
So, but it's highly important to like do it on mats because the last thing you want to do is like,
Oh yeah, don't do it on concrete.
yeah, don't fuck yourself over doing that shit. So, but yeah, sorry, I know I'm getting way too much mentioning some jit stuff.
No, that was actually quite interesting because I'm
Yeah.
like, all my life I thought you could only do a barrel roll in video games. Turns out, not really, because there are 2 ways to do barrel roll in life, it seems. One is that Granby drill,
Mhm.
and the other, if you're in the Air Force and you're an officer, which means you can drive planes. Apparently, I heard if you do a barrel roll in, a fighter jet, you might actually kill yourself while you're doing that. Apparently.
Yeah, because the G-force is so strong that it could knock
Yeah.
you out
Mhm.
and pretty much give you a stroke probably because it would cut off the blood circulation
Yeah.
from your brain.
In fact, it's funny you said exactly that because that's literally the same thing Jeriel told me.
Oh really? Cause a stroke?
Yeah. Because Jeriel actually likes to watch Vsauce videos, but yeah, that's how he learned on why barrel rolls in real life are actually a bad thing to do.
Ooh. I mean, if you're showing off, sure, and if you can take it,
Yeah.
go ahead. But other than that, would you guys
Don't.
ever try a G-force test?
How does that work again?
Pretty much, they do it for people in the Air Force, where you go in like that the spinning thing, or if you're trying to go to
yeah.
space.
You mean
Training
that-
for
you mean that-
astronaut.
You mean that shit they do for NASA? That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
would you guys try it once just to see how you would fare?
Yeah, I would.
If I fucking puke.
See how long you can last?
If I fucking puke in like 30 seconds, yes.
Dude, I'll probably throw up before I puke, or I'll probably pass out before I puke.
If I'm gonna do that, I'm definitely gonna fast ahead of time.
Oh yeah, yeah. Don't be eating a freaking chocolate cake the night before.
Yeah,
And you're like, oh, where'd this come from?
Or,
'Cause-
or they'll be eating the they'll be eating a Craig's menu from Taco Bell, and all you see is taco
Oh
chunks,
hell no.
taco chunks coming out of you.
Oh shit. Like, hey, where'd
I
that
had-
burrito come from?
I had this funny story happen. I had this funny story back when 50th State Fair used to be going around every summer.
Man, I
shit.
fucking miss
Story
it.
was, there used to be like a, the story goes something like this. There was this kid going on a ride,
Hmm.
and what happened was at some point during the ride, and it's one of those really intense rides, like the Pharaoh's Fury or Ring of Fire, forgot which one. There was like a very brief burst of rain that occurred in that particular area. But the twist was that wasn't actually rain. That was actually vomit. I'm like,
Oh.
what the fuck?
Holy crap.
I'm like, when did this happen?
He puked up a storm.
He puked up a storm. Yeah.
Jeez.
Ugh.
What did he have that day? Did
I
he
have
find
no
out?
idea, but I can only imagine he made the terrible mistake of eating a crap ton of carnival food right before he got into an intense ride. And I'm like,
Oh man.
dude, that was a big mistake in your life, my guy.
You know that shit reminds me of. I don't know if you remember.
What?
I don't know if you remember the original Sandlot movie.
Yeah.
You know how they're going on the roller coaster and they had that really, I don't know what the fuck they ate. But they ended up like puking. They ended up puking their guts out after the ride.
Yeah.
When's the last time you guys been on a roller coaster?
Fuck. Like,
Oh, that was years ago.
Long enough to forget?
Yes.
Well, actually,
long enough to forget.
I remember the name of the biggest roller coaster I've been in. In the 50th State Fair, it was called the Wildcat roller coaster. They don't do it anymore, but I remember back then that was one of the most intense roller coasters I've experienced in my life, because most roller coasters I've seen in movies are actually like quite long. And this one, it felt kind of like that. Like its patterns and everything. It felt really, really long. Now the roller coaster you guys we see in 50th State Fair on a regular basis, that one's pathetic. Like that one bores the crap out of me now, comparing to the Wildcat roller coaster. And every time I go to 50th State Fair, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, do they still have the Wildcat roller coaster or something like it? Because I do not want to go to that other roller coaster again.
Well, it's designed for kids, right? So it's
Yeah.
like smaller, yeah. So I don't think they want kids on the Wildcat roller coaster getting traumatized. So like,
I think
Yeah.
I think the one that kind of calls back to like childhood. I remember because I still count like being 12 years old as a kid. So
damn.
I still count being 12 is still considered a kid.
Yeah, I would say till you grow puberty or have boners for girls, you're still a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say if you're 12, you're like slowly transitioning into teenhood. I mean, you're still technically a kid, but you're literally on your way to becoming a teenager at 12.
Yeah. No,
I
but
mean, hell, I still feel like a kid sometimes.
I still act like a kid sometimes at work.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
So there you go.
But anyway,
Play PUBG.
yeah, right. Until we play PUBG. No. No. Whatchamacall. So the one roller coaster ride that kind of sticks out to me. It's in Disneyland. If you go on like the California Adventure site. Oh, that's what it's called. The California Adventure roller coaster. And basically, if anyone, I don't know if I should Google this image.
Pull it up, Jamie.
Jamie, pull up the California Adventure. Just kidding. That's so stupid.
We need a Jamie on our show.
right?
Where he just doesn't talk, but whenever we need something, he'll pull it up. A link.
Right. No. Okay. So it's the California Adventure roller coaster. Trying to find the. Hang on. Let me see if I can find a good. Okay. Let me see if I can get this one right. Usually my share screens never come out right. Anyways. Okay, so that's what that shit is.
Whoa.
Ooh, interesting.
I'm not I cannot make up this loop is I thought going up this height was scary, but going up in a loop was fucking scary.
Damn.
If anything, I think
Can you zoom in?
Can I zoom in a little?
I think the ride Ring of Fire is good preparation for that, in my opinion.
Ring of Fire?
Yeah. Basically, it's an endless circle that you're going through.
No, but imagine
That's
going
what
up
they're-
imagine going up this loop. Like
Oh, that to me sounds like fun.
I got scared the first time when I went up that loop. That thing was scary as hell.
I don't know if it looks like fun, but I'll try it.
So, yeah, no, that loop was legit scary. So sorry, chat. Hang on, I know you guys can't see it for a second. Hang on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that loop. Yeah. So chat, for those who don't know, I went on this ride when I was 12, and not gonna lie, that thing was super scary. So just to give you guys a recap there, but. Well, anyways, Nick,
I wonder what the Wildcat one looks like.
Oh, Wildcat? Oh shit! Let me
The one that
Alright.
Nick said he tried?
let me see. Wildcat roller coaster. Hold on.
Where is that located, Nick?
Wildcat roller coaster used to be around years ago in
Oh
50th State Fair.
Oh,
But yeah, it kind of looks something like
Wow.
that. Yeah.
this thing?
That was
Yeah.
in Hawaii?
At one point it was.
Crazy.
Oh my goodness! Oh wow! Oh okay,
Wow.
not like that. Wow, that's crazy. Shit!
Well, now I know why he got banned.
Damn! It's quite the build. Holy smokes! Okay. Sorry, chat. I know you can't see. There you go. Wow, that shit's scary as hell.
One would you rather before we move on? Would you guys rather do the space shot? You guys know what that is?
No.
No.
Want me to Google it real quick?
Yeah, space shot.
Is it a roller coaster?
Nope. Something scarier.
Oh, this thing.
Oh,
Oh,
that.
jeez.
So
I think there's something similar like that in 50th State Fair.
I think
just don't know
yeah,
what it's
I saw
called.
it. I forgot what it's called, Tower of Death or something. But
Something
pull a
like
new
that,
tab.
yeah.
Pull a new tab and then type in a pirate ship amusement ride or something.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you guys seen that one?
Oh,
Yep.
this thing.
Wait.
That's the one.
The
This
one that's
thing.
okay. This one I've experienced something similar called
Okay.
Pharaoh's Fury. It's
Same
pretty
thing.
much the same as this. Yeah.
Does it go all the way up and upside down?
Not
No.
upside down.
It doesn't.
Okay,
But it is
cool.
similar.
I've seen them go to those lengths. So I guess would you rather for you guys? Would you rather do this or the space shot?
Space shot.
Maybe
rather
this
fish-
one. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Space shot. Guarantee space shot.
So you'd rather face your fear of heights, go like 200 feet in the air?
I wanna knock out like that guy who put the
Oh,
freaking
the Windows.
the Windows Microsoft. Do-do-do-do.
Yeah, I remember that video. I remember it. It was like, yeah.
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 0 to 100. Real quick.
I want to knock on like that guy.
You better record it too, because otherwise you forget it. Man,
Oh shit.
I think this calls for a amusement park ride tier list next week.
Oh, guarantee.
Okay, I'm open for that.
Yeah,
Oh, you got to include everything from like Universal to like Disneyland
yeah.
to like.
the craziest water slides.
Oh no, you got to include shit from like Knott's Berry Farm. Knott's Berry Farm is a
Knott's Berry.
fucking crazy place.
I wanted to go there, but we didn't have time.
So,
Yeah.
anyways, Nick, I know we're dragging on the hour. We're hitting the hour mark
It's
here.
fine. It's fine.
So I know you intended this show to be rather shorter than usual, but it's okay. But like you said, it's
Oh,
all
great.
right.
We had fun.
So, anyways, take us home, Nick.
All right, guys, and there is your monthly Fit Fridays. These are my co-hosts, the True Ace and Uncle Shazam or Uncle Phil, whatever you want to call him. And keep having fun, keep working out, and remember, always strive to improve, even if it's just a little each and every single day. Shout out to Tao. But yeah,
Nice.
see you later.
Shoots.
Shoot, everyone.